new day, and it has been a painful night of violence and protest in Minneapolis. At this hour, fires are still burning on the south side of Minneapolis after protesters took to the streets to demand justice for George Floyd, the unarmed, handcuffed black
as black men, we've seen a lot of stuff as far as murders and people being killed, right?
I am so tired of watching the news, watching my brothers get hurt and spat at, gawking at the 8-minute clip of that knee on that neck. I have to process this news for a sec. Maybe CNN never gets a rest, but black boys like me are afraid of the word arrest. To the people of this church, do you think violence is the right answer to honor this corpse called a torn storm? I have to ask a question. What's his name? Come on now, what's his name? What's his name? Our brothers and sisters of the church called love, what's his name? No matter what race and culture you are from, what's his name? To our pastor and evangelicals alike, what's his name? To the new friends and neighbors of our church, what's his name? His name was George Floyd. The moment he shared his breath to the world, the moment he would graduate from high school, the moment he found his first job, he shared his life to the world. He spoke in peace where peace became difficulty. He showed his life to his friends and family. He made an impact by not throwing stones at Target stores. He opened new lights and opened doors. We shall not remember him as a statistic. We shall not ruin people's lives with our anger. My mom told me that maybe it was his time because life is like milk. It has an expiration date. Death doesn't care about your basketball games, your job, your work that needs paving, your house that needs sold. Maybe it was his time. His corpse never wanted us to break into that gas station, to loot that Kroger, and to rob someone else. We need to honor his legacy. What's his name? His name is in the concoction of a new pandemic, echoing off city streets from Atlanta to Chicago to Indianapolis and Detroit. My tears explode from tear gas. My heart beats with explosions. My legs are strapped to a wheelchair. My eyes are glued to the bloodshed. That explosion on CNN, a woman singing Amazing Grace on NBC, a black reporter being arrested for just simply doing his job. My laces are coiled from the running shoes. My chest is churning, suffering into trouble. My lungs can't stand this magnitude. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. What's his name? His name is the past. Los Angeles, 1992. Ferguson, Missouri, 2015. Indianapolis, Indiana, 2020. Orlando, Florida, 2012. Since my ancestors walked into USA, we had PSAs to shower through our colored infernos, where a black bathroom screamed Jim Crow, where a white public high school spat a giant screw you, where a white Alabama governor blocked our Shakespearean character in floodgates, where a white man could lay his leg on his neck, where violent communities confined black men and women to the number of more likely to be put in jail instead of finding numbers for how many black people are educated, where segregation becomes an obligation to say I have a dream, where that beam of the casket brings a new statistic to a new high number in Chicago's murder rates, where white privilege runs amok every time I look down a rich suburban neighborhood. Our past hunkers us like a vessel with each page buried in our U.S. history textbooks. Some people called us the N-word and crooks. Some white people, like Amy Cooper, called the sirens of cops because they feel like they have been assaulted. We still walk in Starbucks to use the bathroom, but Kennedy still says the bathroom is for white people only. You tap the camera on your phone and she is calling the cops. I pledged allegiance to this flag, doing all I could to be a good black man. I see soccer moms in vans, but don't know why I have plans. I kick the soccer ball now with empty fans. No white man cares about our future. In the police car, I feel arrested in unknown knowledge. I am cuffed to color. My feet sweat with cold blisters. My body cannot fight off my new virus, and I feel like I'm being tried for assault. People kidnap our dreams and slaughter our black goals. Ladies and gentlemen, I am completely out of breath. So, what's his name? His name means to be hope, where we can't shatter broken windows and burn down police stations anymore, where we need to keep the peace and the police need to educate and defeat the real enemy. We need to keep the peace, but this violence cannot lead us spiraling into a casket called decease. Our voices are machine guns firing off years of ache. How we use our voices cannot lead us down to our Lord's name in vain. Dr. King told us to keep the peace. We can march stronger through adversity, where we can't be stung by murder bees, but our bees need to buzz in blissful harmony. Our choir needs to sing love. We cannot shatter a McDonald's for Big Macs. Being black can be a balancing act, but seriously, in times like these, it has been harder for whites to see blacks and browns. We still act like the segregated South in 1954. I cannot stand this anymore. You know what's his name, Breanna, I hope. What's his name? I guess the running made me smoke. I am just dazed. We need a better world for you, my dear. Even through a pandemic, we can make it through this together. Do you want violence to be your name? Or do you want change to be your name? Seriously, what's your name? For WFHB, I am BRAYDYN LENTS, and please stay safe.